This is Michi Hoy, this is the Simp here. Welcome guys to practice in the race Esport Allstar series. We are in the Formula Renault 3.5, it is called the Formula Race car. But anyway, yeah, we're at the Portugal Grand Prix racetrack. So yeah, last time FSR's venue, and we are about just to hit the track, you know, get our practice going, get our practice started, and I welcome you pretty much to today's edition of racing. Again, they have been as kind to disable speed limiters for us. Oops. Definitely more of an FSR kind of feeling used to here on the car. Formula Renault 3.5, pretty understeery setup they have. Yet the bumps make it obviously interesting to drive. There's not too much force feedback going on, and I wonder whether I maybe want to update that a little. Let me see what the controls are giving us here. Maybe put up more car specific FFB mold. We'll see whether that is a solution or whether that just gives us wheel banging all around. Hey there, Ben. Hey, Toby. Thank you. Yeah, basically just practice for the moment. I see higher car FFB mold doesn't really help a lot, to be honest. I'm gonna start with, you know, some random racing laps, no DRS. Just want to get into groove, get into the track's rhythm. I do see input lag again a bit. It's just due to the streaming, I guess. X is 64-bit. Thank you so much for the follow there on Twitch, and welcome. Lucas Schwenk, hello. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, this stupid lag input though pisses me off. So I'm gonna change a few things. No, I can keep that. Texture detail, make it lower. I don't want to turn the steering wheel off, to be honest. Just feel better with it being there. Oh, I can turn these off. No, sync please. That will kill the game. Yeah, I turn on the sync in order to have good footage when doing videos and stuff. It may cause a little stuttering or a little hiccups on your end now, but I hope you guys are alright with that, because I do need maximum performance on my game. I hope you guys are okay with it once again. So also bitrate on Twitch is showing me that we have stuttering. Could someone watching on Twitch please verify this statistic, whether it to be right or wrong? Bear with me. Hey there, Alex, Typhon, Hollows, how you doing? Thank you for joining us in the practice session right now. So yeah, in the meanwhile, we got the usual rFactor 2 shenanigans of the game crashing. I'm sorry. Ben, actually, I do have a separate, a separate PC. So yes, it is absolutely time for that. To be fair, I know that there are possibilities to grab the picture and to grab the footage via the network, which is going to be the way to go, I guess. However, my big issue as of right now is the fact I do not have too much time to fiddle around with it. On the one hand, there is a girlfriend that wants to be kept happy. On the other hand, with the upcoming Tuesday to start with until the Monday next week, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, gonna be competitive races. And with competitive races, I mean either league races, competition races, season races, whatsoever. So there's hardly any time for me to practice. Yeah, most important the wife, I know, but as I said, there's hardly for me any time to really practice, which yeah, makes it even more difficult, if not highly impossible, to think about working on the backside of the streaming. That said, though, it is absolutely my sort of responsibility, and I'm also due to do it. 100% agree with you guys if you say, nah, you can do better in streaming and stuff, and I say, yep, you guys are absolutely right. I may be lacking a little bit there. I think now, yeah, at least the someone did not have turned off the limiter there, or was otherwise occupied. Yeah, that is a little better. It's still some input lag inside there, but it is a lot better now. Alright, I hope that the picture is still being crystal clear for you boys, as we have the next guy into the gravel trap. Did I forget something? Because there is still input lag. I cannot turn down more. We need to have a look at my CPU performance. Okay, at least the picture is fine, that is good. Oh my god. Oh, even the final turn is more understeery than I thought it ever will be. Anyway, we're gonna practice a little bit, and gonna just do race laps for now. Yeah, the problem is I have no real clue what to really improve here. Yeah, we'll definitely turn down the car-specific FFB mold again. Controls. It was just, you know, it is just too hard. Gonna have that vehicle set. Yeah, I think maximum. Let me see if I can still do something here. That is off. Make this tree linear. Video resolution, anti-aliasing. I want to at least have it level 2 though. Nothing really to do. That is all turned off as much as it possibly can. So that is minimum performance impact that I can have. Anyway, maybe we can finally get some laps out this time. It is acceptable though. So Ben is absolutely right. For me, it's time to get my shit together and start working with an with a possibility to crop the picture over at a second screen. So P22 did last, and with us doing race laps right now, this will not really much change in the future. Turn 1 definitely be the spot for overtakings here. Will be interesting to see what's going to happen there in the race. Turn 1 is definitely a place for lockups. Okay, something weird happened there with the Akira now. It kind of works again, but was disconnected for a couple of seconds. Not really, Toby. At least I'm hoping not for. Actually, turn 1 has been a really good one in practices. The only matter of fact why it didn't work out as good in the race was me being on so worn tyres I've never been before, and I desperately tried to hang on against the OP soft tyre, but either way. Yeah, Mantas, you just hit that. It was the reason why the wheel was out of order for
19.48
a millisecond. Oh my god. It's even worse than in the FSR car. That bump is annoying. It would cost so many people in a race, maybe even us. Hey there, King Bronco, how you doing? Bumps are an hilarious issue. So at least we're 3/10 ahead. Don't want to sit in the slipstream too much.
That was a 1:18.84.
Hashtag not dead last anymore. Staying on track definitely is the way to go here as well. And if you don't miss that turn 3, you have kind of good overall balance as well. I wonder how many laps we're going to do tonight in the race. Yeah, the setup is really quite stiff, I agree. However, some happens through the tires as well. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to deal with that if the setup would be open. Of course, that would be some surplus to a certain extent. Oh, come on. So we are doing 18th 8. Yoski is surely doing some race stuff. 50%. Race length, it says 2 laps. That is wrong though. I'm expecting 8 or 9 laps, to be all honest. Oh, forgot my coffee at the machine. Or I actually forgot to brew the coffee. Both could be possible. Who we got ahead here? Is that Sibellini? No, it's Milan. It will be key to avoid the one or other bump. Sorry. But I want to see that occupancy here of the CPU. Because sometimes it is glitching up. And giving me stuttering, so I wonder whether there are hiccups. Which indeed is the case. Let me see. Bear with me real quick. I wanna change something on the streaming. Bear with me. Streaming settings now to the GPU. No, we're at Estoril, King Bronco. And I think I may stay there to have everything run over the GPU. Maybe a little bit bad for Assetto Corsa, but I do think for rFactor it may actually be better. How's the picture for you guys? Is it stuttering now? A quick feedback. Is it stuttering? Is it improved? Is it deproved? That sounds awesome to me. Picture for me is a lot more fluent. I should have probably done that change earlier on already. Gives the CPU a better reaction time, and I see the input lag not being worse. GPU running at 60%, that is alright as well. Maybe we can consider this being an improvement. That would be awesome. So despite mistake, I think we should be able to improve on our lap time. Sif Shade and Sif Sade and Toby, thank you also for your feedbacks.
That lap was a
18.3.
18.33.
I was a little too late even for that turn one. It's very hard to say when this happens, to be fair. Okay, so I consider... So guys, thank you very much for the feedback. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you have a good weekend so far, as it is Saturday. And we're going to be... live for a good hour and a half, I guess. Testing here for the race. Esport Allstar series. I'm very proud to be part of it. The full season entry list has been updated during the week. It's definitely the most strong lineup I ever saw. So best iRacing guys in the world fighting for the best results here. As we try to go again in race pace mode. The Zach18, thank you so much for your follow-up on the Twitch channel. Thank you for making this community grow, and thanks for the support. Hope you're going to enjoy the time looking at Simracing with us here. Yeah, how hard and how long can we keep tied on that final turn with the tyres?
That was a 1:18.
Definitely slipstreaming going on here a lot. To be fair, this one is even going to be harder than at the Malaysian Grand Prix track. But Apex looks horrible. You're talking about the final turn there, Axis 64-bit. Turn 3. Oh yeah. There is a stupid bump right in the apex. So I wonder if Haddad is on a quali run or using DRS, because he was walking away from us here over the straights. Let's see if I can see the wing adjustment. You know, that one, he's just moving away from us here, and as we're all fixed set up, that must mean he is DRSing the shit out of this car. Obviously got no real clue now how my lap time is being supported by him Lol, a rally style around this turn 3. I mean, you can keep the car straight lined, absolutely. So I now obviously wonder what is the real delta that we do have on the track. Best time Wisniewski 1:16.7. Siebel indeed is doing the same lap time with it at 18.0 without any DRS whatsoever. From the Malaysian Grand Prix track, we know that DRS is probably worth a second. Which means that we're lacking some time here. But I also consider the car need to be drifted in a weird way around some turns, which, yeah, you know. If I want to play rally, I'll open up Dirt 7 or something. If that game even exists. I've not even an idea on the titles. But yeah, to be honest, no personal bests possible in those tyres anymore. Because did. So we've done a few laps now. I think I'll see Bellini is putting 1:16.8. Brendan Lee 16.9. We see what we can do. Doing a quali run, 1 or 2, and then I grab in my coffee. Because I'm thirsty for coffee. And yeah, we're gonna see what the car is like then. Lots of short DRS sectors here up to turn 2, then surely DRS up to turn 3. You can open up DRS here as well. I'm just not sure whether it is really beneficial. And obviously DRS out of turn 4. This will be a matter of who opens it first. Car feels stable here. The setup is better to drive compared to last week, 100%. Whether that will suit us or not, we will know #soon. Let's see what we can find. By the usage of DRS. Can open it here already. Yeah, the more early you can open it here out of final turn. Oh wow, the time gain on this straight up to turn 1 already. Oh my god, what a shit. Turn 4. That is equalizing the DRS usage there on the back straight, 100%. Awesome. Gonna tell you, it's not much time that we will gain towards the end of the lap. We're gonna put a second one just right behind. 17.5 or 7/10 off. Yeah, let me gain 2 or 3 tenths, but surely not what is happening there at the front. I'm tempted to have a look though at their laps to see how they drove the car. I need to be lacking some serious time somewhere. Oh wow. Okay, let us have a look how Mr. Wisniewski or whoever is in P1 right now, Mr. Sibellini, has done the lap. So very much interested to see. Seems to be in the second lap indeed. Yeah, I expected that one. The happy drift slide. Probably also stay away from the curb. Fun, fun, fun. Yuri, I saw you having some fun power sliding the car around pretty much. It doesn't look too different from what we are doing. Well, gonna try for it. Yeah, we definitely need to find some time. Yeah, it was Wisniewski that puts in a 0.6, but I mean, at the end of the day, you need to bring it home in the race, right? But yeah, I'm a good second of the pace. There's a hard way to argue around that. Seems like that the car is very responsive in the initial turn-in. Yeah, car setup balance is a lot more neutral this week. Oh, I need a lot of practice.
The lap was a 1:17.
Yeah, Victor, I saw that too. But most of the time I've no idea really how it does it, because there are so many bumps. On the curbs itself, you know, as you can see here. I will try the next one. I saw it extremely here. To me, that just gives a super bad balance. Okay, I'm gonna grab a coffee right there, right now. Oh, nice. We're standing on the rear end of Toman. Bear with me real quick. That's a hard one for me to figure, to be honest. And we all know, obviously, Alex Siebel is a top driver, so nothing to be wrong with that fact. But yeah, at the same time, we should not be 9/10 off. So we will now come into the point where we're starting to, you know, try different lines and different approaches to turns to really see how the car behaves, how it feels, how it maybe also reacts over a specific part of the track or whatever. It's a lot of things that can be done different indeed, so maybe that's way to go. And in the meanwhile, I'll be fucked up by the hay fever that's currently stuffing up my nose so badly, annoyingly. So in the meanwhile, coffee is done. Would be so fun if we now go 6 or 7/10 quicker due to coffee. Don't expect it, because I don't expect it either. Yeah, but we need to do something to get back on track. Right, so yeah, once again, I'm utterly sorry. The hay fever is currently putting me up. So I need to push Toman away now. But you see, it's utterly tight. If we just get our 2 or 3/10 in, with 3/10, not too much. But if it's 4/10, we're gonna be in the top 10, right where Mr. Dennis Jordan is. Also, some people may have done some practice already as well. That is never to be underestimated. I'm just starting right now. It's the first 25 laps around the track, around everything. But the track has been known since yesterday already. Not saying this is the reason, you know, but I'm pretty sure one or other guy may have done some practice runs already. But I should shut up and just drive and get it done. Maybe I'm just putting it into aggressively everywhere. This could all well be. And then I also consider the fact about tire temperatures. Yeah, hay fever everywhere around the North Globe, I guess, axis. Well, RoboWatts, thank you so much for following up there on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the community, buddy. I was just about to say, oh, look at that. Taking it easy into some turns actually drives the performance of the lap, but no, it doesn't. Thank you there, Victor. Hey there, David. It's not the default set, there's some fixed set. I don't know the source of. But I don't think it's default.
The lap was a 1:21.32.
People are dying everywhere. So we're a tenth and a half up. But it's not really enough to make a difference. Ah, shit. Because one grinds on that curb. Ah. So I can do that 17-1, 17-0 maybe.
The lap was a 1:17.70.
I can't drive it like that, honestly. Siebel with a 1:16.6. Yep, Alex has a good chance to have a good result this week. So last time people set some money on Jene Simoncic, maybe today you can place it on Alex Siebel. Also think you have to consider that the track is rubbering up as well. But on the other hand, I'm pretty sure that Alex Siebel was also favoring understeering cars, which this car definitely is in the current state. to favor exit speed more than anything else, really. Vance in the second lap, or just throw away there. Ah! I think we clearly got the potential coming out green, you know, here by 2/10, I think. 1.5 to 2/10. Then we put 1/2 tenth into full 1.5 tenths, so 3.5 tenths up here. On the top right there over the hills, we can make it full 6/10. That is a 16.8, which is not that far away actually from the very front. And the rest may actually just be running and practice, perhaps, I don't know. We will find out in the future, I believe. Racing will be intense, that's for sure. They are Troll Turismo. They really are. Well, did I say something about 3.5 tenths? Make it 2.5. Ah, don't grind on that curb. Finally. So those are the 6/10 we were talking about, and now we are in a 16.8, which gets us from 19th
That lap was a
to 6th.
16.87.
Don't think the second lap has given us anything here, really. May be wrong though. No, I may be dead though. Would be the right quote. Ow. Okay, box Sebastian box. It's not much. It's basically 2.5 tenths. We can find them somewhere. But at the same time, obviously, you never know what's going to happen in a race anyway. So anyway, I encourage you guys to join us for the first race happening 18:30 CET today. So that will be quali and race 1 combined in a stream. After that stream we're gonna have a 40-minute break before 19:55 we are live with race 2 again. Jarnej Simičić got a real struggle around the track though. We can find a 10.5 here. But at the end of the day, it's not about what we can do right now, it's about what we can do in the race. When the qualifying time matters. And that will be the hard one to get it done. You can trust me that. If the car's perfectly fine and balanced, you can open that rear wing so early around the final turn. Damn it. So 1.5 from 210 are here. And then you lost them there. Oh boy. And as nice as the other final sector was, that one isn't. But we can maybe experiment on how soon we can open that wing, which is now. But does that even get us anything? You know, I'm even wondering, because with that little slide we're just lacking time, or not lacking time, that's the wrong word, we're just losing time. If the car becomes slightly unhappy on the rear, to say the racing will be 18:45, something like that. I will schedule a stream that quotes the schedule of the event. So I'll make sure to now open that rear wing late when I'm 100% sure that I can open it. And then we're gonna see on our way to turn 1 how much that puts us down on top speed. Not at all. Lol. It is so utterly difficult to get it right over the freaking bump. Gonna push you away. Sorry. Oh, boys. Let's follow Jarnej Simičić a little. You need to drift it so perfectly well in this turn to not lose a tenth. We've done it too good in our lap that we just had to throw away. Well, not had to throw away, but threw away. Järn dead. Oh dear. Well, a tenth. Gonna have that tenth, you know. Idiot. I do have a feeling about all this, to be fair. Don't necessarily think it's about who can put up DRS as early as possible. It's about just make it maximum traction out of turns and then open DRS. Wahnsinn. can't even do a good S3 as I did in that one lap. Need to probably look at that. Come on, I want to get out of the pits. Just don't get it together anymore. As much as I'd like it. Nope. So you open up that DRS so early and yet no chance.
That lap was a 1:17.04.
Let's see what that second lap can do us. So next thing I only did one lap each for now, but I think time wise if we get out straight immediately we're gonna get 2 laps. Maybe that's a thing to try then. I mean, don't get me wrong, P8 isn't bad for the moment, but I wonder what that final third sector was of me. But I just can't do it again. Which is a bit annoying. Wow. Yeah, 16.556 by someone now. That was a nice distraction anyway. Das kann einfach nicht wahr sein. As I say, I can't do this final few turns anymore the way I did that in that one lap. I mean, look at that, I'm even on the entry just losing out 2/10. Like it is the most difficult thing in the world.
That was a 1:17.27.
Second lap can indeed be quicker. I'm amazed. Well, obviously not if you keep missing apexes and shit. Das ist doch Wahnsinn. And this is what drives frustration in me. If I do something I never can repeat. I'm okay with it if I don't have to repeat it, but if I have to repeat it, I'm gonna get mad if I can't. And the guy that has put it in first, either Cipollini or Wisniewski, and it's Wisniewski. I just don't have any confidence whatsoever. So, even dropped to 9th now. Time to turn papers around here. Not with this lap though. I mean, I do need a Mega S1 to outweigh a shit S3. Das ist völlig normal. Ich raste aus. The thing that drives me so mad is the fact I just don't get the lap together as much as I can do it. Undoubtedly I can do it. I've proven it sector-wise, but sectors are not going to get me anywhere if I don't put them together. All the flat spots. Das ist Wahnsinn, das ist so Wahnsinn, dass ich das einfach nicht auf die Kette kriege. I know I'm Germanizing the world, I'm sorry. Och, das ist doch unfassbar. Unfassbar annoying. So we're 10th with that crap of a lap. We have been up 2/10 already on our what we have. That would put us plus 117 behind, which is P3. If I'm going to die from the same issue again, which was underperforming in quali in Malaysia, not saying that I would have scored any better by finishing higher, more up, but I'm in a crisis. Hey, yeah, please let me call it a crisis, despite it isn't an actual crisis. I mean, I'm not slow. If I get to top 10 positions in, that would be great, no doubt. So interesting also, team is discussing about specific things as they can obviously be discussed. So Axis, I I blame you for having jinxed it, saying this is an idle final sector. So time to get back in the wheel, behind the wheel, whatever you want to call it. Oh boys! I mean, the thing is, I just even can't improve on my personal shit here, you know. That is what is annoying to me. I know, Axis, I know. It wasn't a really good S3. I felt it as well, but for whatever reason I'm not able to replicate it, which is the shit thing about it. And then not only replicating is the need, it's also the need of having a good enough lap up to there previously. I do have my issues in this turn, kinda missing apexes and shit. Again, I have no idea what it is here. I just don't get it done. And then Jene Simincic was asking in the team check whether we're supposed to drive DRS open through final turn. I would not even consider this possible. Can aboard that lap.
That was a 1:19.82.
Wahnsinn. Wahnsinn, 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 Wahnsinn. And then I over-reffed the stupid car. Look at that shit now. Just can't make the car turn. And see, 2.5 tenths they will be gone by the end of the final turn. As I said, right as I said. But at least I'm gonna get rid of that delta in the final turn, annoying me so hard.
1:16.85.
Yeah, third lap is definitely not gonna work. Oof, 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 oof. 10th. 10th! This shit corner. Why does that corner need to be so stupid? And it nearly is gonna be a PB. That is so ridiculous.
That was a 1:16.85.
Just putting it all together in one sector is the thing, right? You know what? I've just jinxed the fucking final sector, but now I will probably die getting the third sector, the first and second sector right. It is a great car track combination. That is absolutely true, Miss Figures, but the bumps. There are only really two. If you want to consider Sebring as well, 3 tracks in rFactor 2. They are incredibly bumpy, and this is the Portugal Grand Prix and Malaysia. Yeah, as you say, stop race at this track, but obviously this is not an option for us as we want to participate. Hey there, McLaren. The track isn't that bumpy in real life. I hear ya. And I can imagine that immediately. Yep, it's easy tracks such as Malaysia and this one. Maybe that's the core of the issue. Shouldn't be an issue though, really. Now we have a good chance. We just get stuff right, you know. We need that improvement. Not the biggest. Oh, 1.5 tenths. I'm gonna not say anything. Finally, from 10th position, we jump in 5th.
1:16.69.
Thank you, Alexis. Sorry, not Alexis. Axis. Sorry for the LE. So missing a few thousands actually to second place. But again, it is not about getting this done right now. It would be getting this done in an hour and a half. Well, in 2 hours and a half. Schumacher, hey there. Schumacher, I'm sorry. I'm butchering names. It's my favorite. No, it's not. Favorite hobby. The sweat is real, boys. It's 1.5 tenths. We know they are in the final perfect sector that we once did. Scheiße! Scheiße! Oh, the sweat is real. The sweat is so real. But yeah, as I say, if they honestly, I'd easily trade off a 10th if I do know that at the end of the day I reach out the maximum in Q. I'd immediately say, okay, I'm doing a 10th slower, but at the same time I am aware of my personal ability, of my personal nerve-wracking mentality I do have in a qualifying. Yep, mess figures, but this is a fixed setup, so it doesn't have any possibilities whatsoever apart from brake pressure, brake bias and steering lock. And that's not really the biggest issue I do have at the minute, you know. Yeah, no worries, you can't know if you're not on the server. Obviously, you would be right. No way in hell. A 2/10. If the rear end starts to slide in this turn 3, you're dead. 100%. Well, we can make use of the rest of the lap to start experiments. To maybe not hit that bump over the curb, or not hit that curb in general then.
That lap was a 1:17.67.
So, interestingly, tonight's race, 32 people, 33 people on the grid. Hopefully no pit stops. Yeah, 33 people on the grid. Points for every spot, from 1 to 50, up for the winner. So there's much on the plate. We're currently P6 in the standings. I would love to be there after this event still. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see whether Siebel and me gonna put up the same quality times that we're doing right now. Same with Jordan, same with Wisniewski. Wisniewski himself, I think he failed to do so in race 1, and I had 2 horrible races for whatever reason. I just hope that we don't be crashed, and as long as that doesn't happen, I think I am good enough to keep the car on track and get a good result in. Oh wow, I found time here. Can you believe it? Come on! Don't F it up. Don't F it up. We nearly F'd it up. Das ist Wahnsinn. Guys, we're taking P1 here.
That lap was a 1:16.55.
So, and then we need to consider that the real road is still evolving. Probably gonna shot this and be happy with it. Well, I'm not too convinced that driving right now is a good option. Yeah, Paida, it is true for the tarmac. Okay, I need to check whether this turn 3 driving style will work later on in the race, or in general will work in general. That is the big question, I guess, because we had such a good run through there right now. As you know, we were approaching that 80,000s down, and suddenly we were coming 1/10 ahead, which means there is still a 10th to find, you know. Shrees, thank you very much indeed for following up here on the Twitch channel, and welcome to the community. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you very much for the support here. And yeah, if you guys like and appreciate the format that we do, if you do appreciate sim racing, and if you guys are big fans of the esports series called Simracing, I would appreciate that very much if you also follow up and support the stream by getting the community bigger, by growing the channel in general. That would be massively appreciated. So a big massive thank you everyone for being here indeed. Now we're gonna check whether we can drive that way a lot more that we just did. So gonna go back in the rig and get out on track immediately again. Probably not too sure if I really keep up a lot there, but yeah, we'll see. Democracy, thank you so much for a tier 1 subscription here on the Twitch channel. That enables us to come our goal a little bit more close. I think if we have 15 tier 1 subscribers there on the Twitch channel, we can enable another personal emote for the stream to be used. Sadly, I have the emotes ready, more or less. It is sadly the system's restriction that keeping me away from enabling them. Yeah, look at that. It is gonna be tricky to use that one. Let's have a look how much the delta goes into the red if we gonna put down the next lap in. But once again, thank you so much, Democracy, for becoming a tier 1 subscriber on the Twitch channel. And obviously guys, if you want to support us that way, feel free to do so. Also in the link of the in the description and in the bio of the channels, you find links for donation, for direct monetary support. Needless to say that this is always appreciated and a big honor for me to have you guys supporting me that way. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with you guys watching, liking the videos, making the channels and community grow, and telling your friends about the streams. Obviously there is a Discord channel as well, so feel free to check that link in the description as well. There you always have the possibility to talk to us. I did. That's how quick it goes, you know. But you've seen we were whining quite a lot a good hour ago about our pace. Now it is up there. I think each and every time I should be able to put in a 16.8 as a default lap. Question is, how far will that get us? Because I think the 16.8 meanwhile is just worth a P15. This is a difficult situation in the quali indeed. But yeah, everyone needs to get the lap done. That is the big if. And also I forgot to mention, the same goes for the YouTube guys, obviously. And on YouTube we currently got 3 memberships, and we need 3 further memberships, so at least 6 memberships to re-enable one of the personalized emote. Luckily we got some available right there to be used for members. I think I will need to check that, need to do a better job on this social media marketing stuff. So funny, approaches really feel good. And then you look at the top of the screen to find out they were shit. Not shit, or definitely not better than before. Hey Risto, thank you. Halsmaul, that's exactly what I mean. 170 thousandths of a second. And this was just an average turn 3, nothing too bad, but we just lost it quite immediately. Oh, don't die. Nah. My stupid me. Nonsense. Have you seen it?
The lap was a 1:16.56.
Oh boys. We could have done a 0.4 here, maybe even quicker. But this is what I mean, you know, that average 0.8 we had would just be good enough for P11, P12, something like that. And I'm not too sure whether practicing right now gets us any benefit, because I do really believe that we have more chances, not more chances, that we have less grip later on in the session. So it's got to be hard to really estimate what is worth that 0.5. Is it like a super duper whooper lap, or is it, you know, still shit for the amount of grip? Is it ever reachable in our quali session later on? I mean, needless to say that you need to get the lap together. Michael Clark, thank you so much for a €10 straight donation here via the Streamlabs link. Happy to see me in my environment. So he refers to the little adventure stream we had this week in Forza Motorsport 7. An adventure I didn't like too much, to be fair. So we're back in Simracing studio in rFactor 2. I no. We kept it on the track. Oh my fucking god. Gonna do that in the race. My heart rate is gonna do the level 3000. Wanna see again? Sadly we have replay glitch here. But Jesus Christ. Here we go. Almost did. Into the turn 3 we go rally style. But to be honest, if we would hit that weird bump, could have been nearly an awesome one. Now we would have been insta-dead indeed. Anyway, I'm coming now back to doing some race simulation, you know. Obviously not real race simulation, but just drive, don't use DRS. Get to see how the car operates in a few laps time. The easier you take it into here, the more easy you got it on the exit. And the picture we just saw, I don't know who crashed there. I think either it was Capit or it was Yajowski. We're gonna see this a lot, and we even may crash ourselves here. Let's be totally honest about that. Not because we're too retarded, but we've seen it in FSR. It is easy to do. It happened there twice. Now, is it obviously possible here as well? Especially with that car, you need to drive the car aggressively, you need to rely on the rear end grip to be there. You need to be smart in driving. The damn virtual mirrors. Michael Clark, yes, for right now, indeed. But in the racing, I really feel a lot more safer having them on to kind of judge where is someone. And then again, I have no idea how many laps we really do. This turn reminds me analog to turn 9. This turn 3 reminds me to be the analog turn 9 in Malaysia. You had to be right on the apex, but the car was happy to dial and fly around. Hey there, Adam Jonas, how you doing? Welcome. So again, we're doing a little kind of race running, doing, you know, consecutive laps, stuff like that.
The lap was a 1:17.90.
Shit. So once again, Michael Clark, thank you so much for €10 straight Streamlabs donation. Really supporting us hard way here. And you will believe that I'm quite happy to be in my environment as well, pretty much. So, Michael Clark, thank you very much. Here's the coffee.
That was a 1:18.01.
How many laps are we expecting to make it a full 15-minute race? Difficult to say. Roughly I'd say 10 or 11. Most likely 10. What is my opinion about the new tyre Modern 4 GT cars and iRacing? I have a bad opinion on it because I think it is a deprovement, no improvement. Is deprove the right synonym? I don't know. The force feedback has become weird, and the force feedback has become
The lap was a 1:18.32.
to a certain extent. It feels more disconnected to me. It feels more, I don't know. Yeah, more dead, more numb. I don't have feedback from it really. That's what I feel it to be. Yeah, Adam. It is. I can understand what iRacing was trying to impose, but they got it wrong. You can argue that NTM6 wasn't good either, but at least you could feel more control, more force feedback in the car. Arguably, you could also say that in NTM6, if you were about to slide, no matter how good you were, you nearly had no chance to keep it and catch the slide. True. On the other hand, though, this is possible in NTM7, which is an improvement. Yeah, that is indeed an improvement. But to which trade, you know? Apart from that, everything else has become worse. Personal opinion. And I know iRacing fanboys will slack me off because of that, but I'm okay with it. There's a reason why I did 2 iRacing races in the past 2 months. The one has been the race, what I'm currently doing right here. The other thing is the iRacing system becoming worse than before, or less enjoyable to me. Yeah, this icing feeling that was there before has become worse. True.
The lap was a 1:18.21.
Yep, Adam. I felt pretty much the same, so here we are. Endlin, thank you so much for following up there on the Twitch channel. I appreciate your time, buddy. So on YouTube we're going for the next goal, which will be 3,500 subscribers, I believe. I think that is realistically looking at the time of the year. Oh. Nearly did. So yeah, guys, if you are watching on Twitch or vice versa, if you're watching on YouTube, and not yet followed on Twitch or subscribed to YouTube, please also give your subscribe on the Opponent channel. That would make us grow the community in general. That would make our numbers to go up, and that would be the awesome and most of the support I could ever ask you guys for. But definitely it's on our list. I want to grow the channel to 3,500 subscribers by the end of the year, and by 2,000 Twitch followers by the end of the year as well. We're going to do a lot for that this upcoming week. Lots of streaming coming up. Tuesday we're going to be live Assetto Corsa Competizione, the GTO 2020, 6th of 8 races at Misano. On Wednesday, the day after, Assetto Corsa Competizione again, GTR 24 hours, with a 2-hour race on Assetto Corsa Competizione at Brands Hatch. Thursday, we're gonna take a day off before Friday, starting into the Grip series hosted by WPR Esports, the Maltese guys, putting up a competition in some kind of Formula 3, Formula 4 car. It's a very weird car. Anyway, the Grip series to kick off on the Friday next week around Adria. Saturday, the race in this car somewhere. Obviously we don't know yet where. And then we're looking to have FSR on Sunday at Mone. No, you know exactly what track I mean, but it's officially called Circuit d'Azur. That's where the FSR race is going to be. And the Monday after the FSR race, yes, you hear right, the 7th day, the 6th competitive race, GT Challenge in the Audi R8 LMS GT3 around Le Mans. That means because we're down on top speed, we're gonna die and struggle a lot there. But we have obviously chances taking the championship crown, as we're leading the GT Challenge by one mighty point. Yes, not one mighty, did. So if that is our, our race, I don't think we did full 10 laps, did we? Let see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was the 9th lap. It is easy to die there indeed. Anyway, coming back on the topic, GT Challenge. So Monday in a week, the final race at Le Mans. Audi down on top speed, Audi down on balance. Yes, maybe good over the bumps, but it will be damn hard, especially since Sedlacek is running the McLaren, which is probably the best car in Le Mans this event. So that won't make things easier by all means. So we're going back into quali rhythm. I want to see if I'm able to improve, and then I think it's time for a real break, you know. So a good hour break then, before we get ready for the real racing. Obviously gonna schedule the stream then for that purpose. Ah, shit. Could have been identical at the very least, but either way. Again, losing time. Funny how he can come out of shape, really. Oh my god. Yeah, you open DRS, Stadler sort of lose the rear. Instant, you lose a 10th time.
17.01.
Shit. And so you see, that is our quali. If that will be our quali attempt, not good. Not good enough. I mean, see how tight it became already. With a 0.8, we had 12. It is very tight indeed there at the front. So man, you're in my way. Hey. Please, rFactor 2, you need to fix this. Pit stop thingy. A beauty fuck car. You're talking about the Formula Renault 3.5. I think it is the tyres. I don't think that the actual car is driving as bad around here as this one. Car's definitely a challenge. 100%. So the target that will be right now is to get controllable and consecutive 0.7s, 0.6s in maybe. I think the car ain't bad. Oh, did. Now there's like an invisible drain, an invisible banked part of the turn 3. If you're in there, you can easily go flat out and just drive out of the corner. If you're on the edge of it, you're at some point gonna drop on the ground and then have that wheel spin that we just had. James Mathai, I'm doing good. How about you, man? Thanks for joining. Saisen no Kaifu, thank you very much for following up here on the Twitch channel and welcome to the community. Thank you for being part of it. Der Wahnsinn. Ich raste aus. Der Drift Slide around turn 1. Ah, was machst du? Ah, yeah. 175,000 is the least one that we can mourn about right now. Saizen no Kaifu, I consider myself being a professional sim racer. Yes. No professional race driver, but sim racer. You're welcome, Saizenko. So we're hunting that 10th again. Dead! Ah, if you're not hitting that one bomb, that throws you around the turn. So, Wisniewski's done it 16.4. But honestly, that improvement is more down to the actual real road improvements. So is our potential improvement as well. On a scale 1 to 10, which position you consider yourself? In what way? What is 1, what is 10? Good, really good, very good. If very good is 10, say between 8 or 9. I think I'm solid, but there's always space to the front.
That lap was a 1:16.75.
.75 puts me 10th. But it's hard to say, so I got 100 laps in. Where is Mr. Alexi? Oh, Di Bellini. Left the server, it seems. Yep. So yeah, Yoski 16.5. Technically, I expect myself having chances for the top 10 in qualifying. That's what I guess it is. James, I think sim racers like me, we are not in open lobbies at all. Most of the time, due to the fact that we're doing league racing, have to do our practice for that, and also it's probably because you don't find the most competitive people there. Obviously, you'll find some here and there, but it's the official competitions and the league races where the most competitive people are around. So guys, I'm gonna do 5 or 6 more laps, and then I'm gonna take a break. As I said, I do believe the track is now rubbered up too much. Probably I should be able in a perfect lap to put in a 0.4, maybe even a 0.3. I'm just not ready yet. Yeah, James, that is a huge step indeed. There's Michael Clark saying that. It's true that. It starts with turn 1. It was such a shit turn 1 yet. We're just a few thousands away from the PB there. Which shows what the track is able to do in the meanwhile. Shit, turn 4 this time. Yeah, I'm out of rhythm now. That is most likely perfect spot for a break, because we need that performance later in the race. Just can't get this car to turn around this one. Så Hansen. Thank you, James. Appreciate your words, man.
17.58.
And then I'm not entirely happy because I know there is time to find. But yeah, I gonna do another lap or two. And then just you know, Scheiße. Be off the air. Sizen no Kaifu the race. Stream is going to start 18:13. So 80:30 CET. That is an hour and 15 minutes roughly from now. And then race 1 is around hour and 30 from now. So we're gonna have 10-15 minutes practice, a 5-minute qualifying, and then a 15-minute race. And then we have 40 minutes break where we're gonna be off the air. And then we do have another 15-minute race with the grid being set reversed order due to the qualifying performances. So that is probably the best opportunity for you to judge whether I'm good or not. I hope I will be good enough. I hope I don't crash. I hope I will have decent results and be happy with it. so you get a real picture. Other than that, feel free to rewatch last week's The Race event at Malaysia. You'll find it on the channel here as well on YouTube, but you need to browse to the YouTube channel. It's not on Twitch, I believe, as Twitch is only live. So feel free to check that out. I thought it's a final time give you guys possibility to see the rig in qualifying view. Look at that turn 1, a full 10th there. And we lose it all up here. As I say, I have no idea what I did in this one lap around turn 4. I'm on around turn 3, I mean, in the first place, and then we're throwing away improvement here in turn 4. Perfect slip angle out of turn 6. Third ones, please turn. Too quick? Yeah, did. Ach Gott, ach Gott, ach Gott, ach Gott. So you see, there is so much time to gain still. We were up 170,000. If we just get this turn, I want to look at that turn 3. Because I cannot believe what I just did there. There it is. Turn 3 is the corner that we need to look at. So good. I just can't replicate it. As much as I'm trying it to. Guys, final try. Honestly, final try. Because I'll need that break. I'm pretty sure of it. Something like that, maybe. I have no clue. That nearly was it. And guess what? Now we're running in dirty air. I can't believe it.
That lap was a 1:16.69.
Not enough grip on the tyres left, I think. So much understeer in this car, it is a joke. Too much of the curb. No. Yeah, the second lap is definitely the slower one. In these conditions at least. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for right now. That's going to do it for the second. We're happy with P3 here for the minute, as I said. Nothing really to be done right now. I think we saw Mr. Yannick Bock on a race sim. Yeah, he's doing consecutive laps there. 17.6, 17.5. I can do that maybe as well now. I don't know if it is really clever to do it. We did one before, half a second off. You can see what other drivers are doing. Dennis Jordan still in hot lap mode, I guess. Yeah, René Simoncic, I think he's also still hot lapping. I just came back. It is difficult. You can't. That car just doesn't turn. Castorp, I haven't looked at really. Maybe it just started testing. Anyway, guys, we're gonna see how good it works. We're gonna see how good it goes, and that's gonna do it for the second, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and please, sorry, I wanted to show you the final times. Please, if you do like what you see, make sure to subscribe up on the channel. Make sure to follow up on the Twitch channel, and make this community grow. Join us for more racing to come in a good hour already. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed this one. Once again, there is a monster week of sim racing coming up next week. So from Tuesday to Monday, the week afterwards, we're gonna have 7 days, 6 competitive races. Hardly any time for practice, but all of them will be streamed as much as I can do it. So yeah, guys, I look forward to that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. This is the Simpid. I'm Itchy Hoyer, and I'll see you guys out on the track.